Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Beautiful counter punch. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. That counter punch caught him clean. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So that they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great round. Now, relax. Just stay focused.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round.
The jab's working nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him.
Just be smart. Just get your shots.
And there's the bell for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Counter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Nope, that jab not going to score. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Holding nothing back here in the round. Can't score with that jab. Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on...
On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
giving us a high-tempo show. Only catching air with that hook. That counter shot lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. The Dark Destroyer goes down. And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. So it's plan B time. Back at it in round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How about Alvarez in that last round? Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance without a doubt.
Stick him on the end of
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Straight right just misses. to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't find a home. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Yes, I like that one.
There's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Stamina is off the charts. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. His stamina is off the charts. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Beautiful counter shot. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Can the Dark destroy? And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I need to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Ben in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. I love the
Let him get back in.
Here comes round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. That one will count. Has to be careful for that receipt. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about winning that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
They exchange punches. Another scoring shot there. Counter punching. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Canelo just got clipped. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who you can call?
No surprise as we get a unique... And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape, and it's Terry Harper tipping the... Terry Belter Harper. She won the... Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Yorkshire.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
If you know you can fight.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Just missed with that jab. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Nice counter shot. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Willing to go where the other fighter won't. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They miss with the jab. She catches and counters. That jab misses. She scores with that counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Switched off completely. Get your shot one at a time. We need to set her up.
Here we go. It's round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Counter punching. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't score with that jab. Just misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
I need you. Okay, I'm happy that was a great round. Like you swap.
There's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Well done with that counter shot. She got clipped by that counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They both want a knockout, you can tell. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter shot lands. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Harper in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the fourth we go. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter shot. No rest for the weary. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Good counter shot by her. Nice counter shot by her. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Defense is not an option for these two. Those counter punches have to hurt. Didn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Harper in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I see.
On to the fifth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. She wasn't ready for that counter. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Harper in that last round. Well, this fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. You wonder if her train... Here we go in the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. That left hook misses. A perfect counter shot. Terry Harper just got rocked. Down goes Terry Harper. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're okay.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
These two fighters are made for one another. Final 10 seconds here unless we get some late drama. Hold that thought! Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. There's the bell to start round 7. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
That jab doesn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see more jabs. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? And the build up to this. Oh, right there. Harper got clipped. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last. And we enter the 8th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
In the hook, but it doesn't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from... Did you see that? Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Terry Harper just got rocked. Big shot sends Harper to the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Harper got clipped. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
The grind and sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Go that high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever pay no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. Nigga let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, yeah. came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's go.
That's it. Set up with the jab, though. Set up with the jab, and then look for your power shot. Look for the left foot over his right hand. Stop double up on that jab.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down, calm yourself back. Come on, breathe. Get your mind.
Let's do it.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab.
And box.
Switch stance, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know what we do in the gym? Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Now stay like that now. Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch to southpaw. All right, let's reset. Switch stance.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Listen to me. Are you okay? And time.
Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your
Box.
Switch stance, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know what we do in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Now stay like that now.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight. do you?
Let's do it.
Do you want to win this fight? Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that.
Let's go.
Just be smart. Smart and counter. Be smart and counter. Just stick a jab on it.
Now, counter is the same. Make him miss. Make him pay.
Now start countering. Hold, then left hook.
Hold my hand. What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get back out there and switch on. Get this.
Do your business.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights, I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Manny. It's the Pac-Man, 8-division world champion. Should I name them all? Flyweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, welterweight, and light middleweight. He's won championships in each one of those divisions. It's the Pac-Man.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, we've got fun all night.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. He missed with that jab. The jab misses. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's all offense all the time. And he scores with the counter. Both want a knockout, you can tell. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath. You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out.
But you'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
Box him back together. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You're letting him back in. You're better than that.
On to the second round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Oh, man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Perfect counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Solid punch. That big hook doesn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come up, though, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Turn around, I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
Care. Just go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good.
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
When you go out there, just take the round off and win the round off.
There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Good counter punching. Insane action. That counter punch caught him clean. Good job defending the jab. That punch lands. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Land that jab. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Don't be looking at the ones together and put him back at his place. You're switching off.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the... Whoa, wait a minute! Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
His stamina is off the charts. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You're letting him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get...
Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? When are we going to see a jab from these two? The jab doesn't quite connect. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Get out there and let's forget about it.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They block the left there. Punch, counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. A swing and a miss with the left hook. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your four.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
You're way better than...
There's the bell to start round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And he misses with that straight left. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That punch scores. Good counter punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. The perfect counter lands. What do you... Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody.
Boxing, be smart.
And we enter the 8th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Both men step back for just a moment. They're both trying for a knockout. They got out of the way of that right hook. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And that will do it. What a victory. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
Okay, bro.
You're out.
So time to go celebrate.
Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told.
I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. He is Smokin' Joe Frazier. He took part in the greatest boxing trilogy of all time with Muhammad Ali. He defines the words Philly fighter. The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson. 6 foot tall with a 71-inch reach.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Smokin' Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smokin' Joe. The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the best to ever do it in the heavyweight division.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic gold medalist and the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world and truly one of the all-time greats, Floyd Patterson.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about.
Good luck.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just misses right uppercut. These two fighters are made for one another. This fight has a real good flow to it. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You're fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Is Frazier in trouble? Good defense from Frazier.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be.
And there's the bell for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Only catching air with that hook. And that'll do it. Patterson goes down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we continue.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They exchanged punches. The charge action from both of these fighters. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. That is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Is he okay?
His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Not a lot of punch output. Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. That was the moment!
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice looking right. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night.
Oh my god, right now.
Ding ding, step in the ring, I'll swing left, right, man's head get ping. Catch a ting, no about ping, we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I'll swing left, right, man's head get ping. Catch a ting, no about ping, we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Hook up, fling, right up, fling. Catch a ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, choke of the shore. They keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going on Paul if you're sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people chant? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC. Beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding. Step in the ring. I'll swing left, right. Man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No about ping. We bring when right. Somebody shot fling. Ding ding. Step in the ring. I'll swing left, right. Man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No about ping. We bring when right. Somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills. City of Steel. Home of the village and brilliant mills. Can't take man for a pudding. Take man to Ingles. Barry have a kid on his heels. In a ring, it's gritty and real. Brave art man put a kid on his shield. Act daft man put a kid on his. Been bad from when I was swinging up field. Left up, give a brother whiplash.
I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's go.
What are you doing? Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight.
Let's do it.
Okay, you let him back into that fight, and that's you either go back out there and win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get a jab. you're switching off. Right. Let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about.
Do your business.
Body in hand, that's it.
wanna fight.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely.
Let's fight.
Counter with that left hook.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down, calm yourself down. Come on, breathe, breathe. Come on.